Hello and welcome to our channel. Thank you for stopping by. So you bought yourself the brand new Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2 glasses. Now you're thinking you need some accessories. Well, you came to the right place because I'm going to show you 6 that you should consider. The first item I'm going to mention today are these LED light blocking stickers. Like myself and many other people, when we're recording, we don't like that pesky blinking light. And I'll kind of show you here what I mean. I'm currently recording, so if I take off my sticker, you'll see that it's just blinking. Okay, so what these do is these simply go over your glasses, and they're a sticker that has a slot on them to let light in, to try to trick your glasses into thinking they're not covered. For the most part, these have been pretty successful, and I'm actually going to keep these because I do like the way they work, but there is one little issue. Sometimes when you have low light, it's not going to let enough light in that slot to trick your glasses, so it's going to tell you that your LED is blocked. Now, I did find a workaround, and that simple workaround is to just cover the camera side for a second while you start your video, and then you can release, and then it's just going to record. I think what happens is these glasses, they think they're inside a dark room when I cover both, one with the sticker and one with my hand, so it just thinks it's going to start recording in a dark room. But when I release, everything works just fine. And as you can see, I'm currently recording, and you can't see that blinking light unless you look from underneath my glasses, because that's where I have the slot of the sticker at. So I'll go ahead and start it up again. Light's pretty good, so I shouldn't have to do the hold my hand over the camera trick. Yep, and we're all good and we're recording. And as you can see, we're not blinking. So the next item I'm going to show you is the Hyblox AI charging cable. So what these do is they attach to your glasses, and you can plug them into an external battery. So as you're walking around and you're recording throughout the day, your glasses aren't going to go bad on you. I already gave these a sample try, and it actually charged my glasses at about 35% up to 100% with the battery that I had in about 15-20 minutes. So it only used about 3% of my battery life of my external battery. So if I had that in my pocket and walked around all day, I would guess I could probably charge my glasses for a good week before I'd have to recharge my external. So if you want to use these for a long period of time throughout the day, I highly recommend this. Okay, so as you can see, hardly noticeable. Side clamp, hardly noticeable. I can tighten up that cable if I wanted to. And what I did was I just kept my battery in my pocket, took my cable down my shirt, and plugged the cable into my battery in my pocket and just walked around, and I had a full charge for the full day. So didn't have any issues of running out of battery life and got all the footage I needed. All right, so these next 4 items that I have for you, I have not yet tried, so I'm going to actually try these as I present them to you. But our first one is going to be these little sticky pad for your nose here. Okay, so what I've noticed is these glasses are a little heavier than usual. They do fit me pretty well, but I do have to occasionally push them up to keep them in place. So what I have are these sticky grips that I'm going to throw inside the nose area to try to keep these in place, okay? So I'm going to put these on. I'm just going to peel this off. Comes off pretty easy. And we're going to stick these right onto our glasses. Yeah, that went on pretty easy. We'll do the other side. All right, so right away, they do hold my glasses up a little higher, which I like. And it does seem like this is going to work for me. So as we present through here, I'm going to let you know how these are fitting. But these are from Van Smith, and all these items that I'm going to show you, I will leave a link down at the bottom. I do get a small commission if you order through my links. So please feel free to support us. All right, so the next item I'm going to show you is a 4-pack of Hyblox tinted lenses that I got for my glasses here. And I didn't realize it. I thought these were going to be pop-in lenses, but these are actually pop over the top. So they came in 4 colors. We have the yellow. We have this, I don't know, maybe a orangish dark tint. A regular dark tint that I really don't need. If I wanted to have dark glasses in the sunlight, I have transition. So these are clear when I'm indoors. When I go outside, they darken up. But if I wanted dark all the time, I guess I could use those. And again, a greenish shade here. Okay, so I was a little surprised when I got these, but we're going to see how these work. So it looks like it has a little groove on the top. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just going to pop over the top of the nose piece. The bottom clips on. Looks like it does a good job of not going over the LED or the camera. And yeah, they seem to fit pretty well. They're nice and snug around the edges, so it doesn't leave a gap really. Like if you got up real close to stare at it, there you can see a little bit, but yeah, for the most part, these are pretty good. One thing that might be cool is maybe if they were a different colored frame, like a white, you'd have kind of a two-tone color, but as far as just blending in and not really wanting people to notice that you have snap-ons over the top, I think these do a great job of that. We'll put on the yellows. Give those a quick look. You can still see the Ray-Ban printing from the original lens. Yeah, I think I like these. So these are much easier, I would imagine, than popping lenses in and out. You just pop these over the top of your frames and you're good to go. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep these. So far I'm keeping all 3 items. And we're going to move on to a couple of chargers, okay? One thing that I do like about these Hyblox is it does come in this magnetic closed case, and it has a lens cloth that you can, fold over and separate your lenses so they don't scratch up against each other. And like I said, they're closed magnetically, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Pretty cool little case. A little bulky, but seems to keep them pretty safe. All right, so these next 2 items, I'm only going to keep one, if any. I haven't decided yet, but we're going to find out. I got the Ray Charger AI glasses charging dock, and I have the Tasita charging dock. So we're going to try both of these out. Now, of course, your Ray-Ban does come with its own charging case, which is nice. It's meant for, obviously, it's meant for the glasses. And you can see the little charging port there that you set your glasses onto. It has an LED light to let you know when they're fully charged. But I'm not sure if I like that it's laying down and I have to, flip the lid. I'm a little lazy, I guess. So flipping the lid, throw them back in there. So we're going to see how convenient these are. So the first up is the Rekia AI glasses charging dock. So we're going to give this one a shot. So it does come with its own charge cable. Kind of a nice heavy feel. Don't feel like it's going to be tipping around when I'm trying to plug it in or plug my glasses into it. Plugs into my existing C cable that I already have. Yeah, it has a blinking LED letting me know that it's charging. I'm assuming it's like my case. When it goes solid green, it's fully charged. So yeah, plugged in pretty easy. Comes off pretty easy. It doesn't have any kind of sticky pad. It does have a grip, but nothing that's actually going to stick it to the surface. All right, so I like this one. Now we're going to try the next one. So this next one's going to be the Tasita charging dock. Okay. Opening up our final item for review. So far, they all meet my expectations. Okay. It has this backing on it. Not really sure what purpose that serves, but let's find out. It does have a red LED in there. So the frames actually fold up behind this wall that we got. So maybe a little harder to remove and take out. Yeah, I like it, but I think I like the other one better. Yeah, the other one is definitely easier to unplug and plug back in. So not that this one's difficult. See, this one takes up a little less space, a little less noticeable. I was showing you before. It is a little harder to plug in. The frames do fold in behind this wall, which make it more difficult to pull out, I think, is the issue. Whereas the original one that we tried plugs in easy. Your fingers can easily go behind the glasses because you don't have that wall in the way, and these pull out. Both are, you know, about the same weight. I think maybe the smaller one is a little heavier, so makes it a little more sturdier. But I think I'm going to stick with the smaller one that's a little bit, seems heavier and easier to pull on, pull off for charging. And the LED, I believe, is a little easier to see when you're looking. You don't have to try to look into that little tunnel down there to see a blinking light. Whereas the other one, you know, it's pretty bright. It's not hidden. Not that it matters because it'll be fully charged overnight anyways. Yep, so going with this Rakaya charging dock for my Gen 2 glasses here. All right, so I hope you liked my quick little try and see on some of these products. Like I said, I would keep all of them. Coming down to these two charging docks, going with the smaller one, but I'm leaving all the links for you guys down below. You can get these all off Amazon. I got them next day shipping, so I don't know where you are in the world, but you may be able to get the same. Yeah, so good products. I'm going to be looking for some more accessories when I get a new gadget. I always want to try new things out, and if I find something cool, I'll let you guys know. Again, thank you. Like, subscribe. See you next time.